Alrighty, so here we go with our compound gears, our gear train. And so first thing we need to remember is that the total gear ratio of this system will be equal to the gear ratio of A, all right, or really B to A, times the gear ratio of D to C. And I'm saying B to A and D to C really because B is going to be our output to A and D is going to be our output to C. All right, so let's get our numbers. So the idea is we're going to have to multiply gear ratio. So it'll be gear ratio of B to A multiplied by gear ratio of D to C. Okay, we also have our equation. So gear ratio in general, for anything just a simple gear ratio, is going to be equal to the number of teeth output over the number of teeth input, the diameter, output over the diameter input, the the torque output over the torque input, and the only one that's flipped is the angular speed or RPMs or whatever you want to call it. That'll be the input over the output. Okay, so let's talk about what we got. We have gear A. Gear A has 84 RPM. So omega A, which is going to be the input, all right, so I'll put a little I up here, is going to be 84 RPMs. Gear B, omega B, I see is 21 RPMs. And that's going to be an output. All right. Then we have gear C. And gear C is giving us teeth, but that's okay. So NC is going to be 13. And again, gear C will be turning gear D. Gear C is the driver, so that is the input. And gear D has 38 teeth. Okay, so there are our numbers. So we're going to do omega input over omega output for our B to A gear ratio. So we have omega A over omega B will be multiplied, and we have teeth for C to D or DC. That will be ND over NC, all right, output over input, and that'll get it in. All right, so now we just need to plug in our numbers. So we have omega A is 84 divided by 21, not equals, multiplied by teeth D, which is 38, divided by teeth C, which is 13. So multiply them out. We got 84 times 38 divided by 21 divided by 13, and my answer will be 11.69. All right, and your numbers will be different, but it'll be based off the same steps. There you go.